DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to call this virus vlog. Maybe it'll go viral. Oh, what a bad joke. I know. I'm on the grounds, and we're some of the lucky ones actually, because by having a house, I was almost going to say owning a house, but you know, the bank owns the house. But by having a house means that we are actually able to go out a lot easier than people that are living in apartments, because of course right now we're not on a complete lockdown. Switzerland has done a kind of a weird thing sometimes. I sometimes find we're a bit slow. That's what people always say about the Swiss. They're slow and stodgy and compromise all the time. But we are in I was almost going to say it's a supposedly self-imposed lockdown. So the fact is that the Swiss government, at least for the moment, has decided not to not to enforce it by law, but by the solidarity of the people. I hope that works. It seems actually that it is a lot better. People are not out very much, and you know, we're supposed to be less than 5 people together at a time, if you know, anywhere. I mean, of course in your house is probably a different thing, but you know. And so we'll see. I hope that you are all well. Over here, yeah, I mean, I still actually have to go to work. There is no teleworking where I am. It's part of we're part of the food industry, so we have to continue. Now, some might wonder why I'm not working at home. So do I, but that's just the way it is right now. Yeah. So when I walk to work, of course, I don't take public transport. I walk to work, so that's all right. And it does, in a way, get me out. Mrs. DC is still at home with. She's still on sick leave actually because of her eyes, and it's not completely certain if she will be working after. I'm just seeing if we do see anybody in the park. There doesn't seem to be anybody right now. Sometimes there's that old guy. Not me, another old guy. So yeah, I was talking about Mrs. DC. It all depends a little bit on what the doctor says, because she does have high blood pressure, and that puts her into what we call the higher risk category in a way. So since she works in a seniors residence, I don't know. It'll depend what the doctor says. But she is on sick leave until the end of the month. Well, at least all this week again. So we'll see when that comes. Yeah, so it is spring. You can hear the birds. Yeah, it's kind of nice. And we've had great weather, which is actually not a very good thing in a way. It doesn't help people to stay inside. But I can really think how difficult it is for people with the children. I mean, I do see with the grandchildren, you know, at least they live actually within a house where they do have a backyard, which they can go out and play a little bit. They're still small, so yeah. So I guess, you know, I'd like to say there's a lot of other things to talk about right now, but I guess as all of you, I mean, we're just kind of like taken into this and have to do our best. By the way, you can see that I'm gonna have to mow the lawn before long. Our neighbor already has. I mean, what are we? We're like mid-March. Okay, it's the first few days of spring, but I wasn't actually wanting to have to mow the lawn. I don't know. You know, there could still be snow, but okay. So you can probably just heard that. Yeah, well, there you see it. You can see it over there. So there still is public transport, but they're on a reduced schedule. And as you can imagine, anybody that has to, I mean, if you really have to, but it's a pain. You should see the way people, look at each other. That's something that actually gets to me a bit, is that when you're walking over here in Switzerland, it's very common. I mean, if you just see people, you just say hello. It's a very common thing. I mean, it's not, you don't just walk by them. You do say hello. And today, and I was going to say in this day and age now, people look away because they're afraid. You maybe say hello and spit on them or something like that. I don't know. So, part of the social graces, if I could call it that way, or going away. I don't know. It's a pain, actually. It's a pain. What else can I say? Let me see. Let me show you one thing. Here's the magnolias. They're coming. And I'm really worried about that little... That's a kind of a maple tree. But it's always been sickly. So I don't know. I wonder if it's going to be its last year. And... but the nature is coming. I mean, you got all these little yellow flowers, and the flowers are coming. And I mean, it's not a tropical climate here, but still, you can see that things are coming. This is a little apple tree, and we'll see what that gives, because it kind of replaces the apple tree that was where this terrace is now, so I mean, actually later on this year we should put something on there, but I hope, I'm wondering how things are going to be going in 2020. It's just such a weird year up to now. So normally I should be in Ireland. Yes, I should be vlogging in Ireland right now. So the messages that we've had up to now, because the people that they're at home, said, sometime soon. I shouldn't have touched my face, but I haven't been anywhere. The messages that we've been having with the people is, we're looking forward to having pints together and talk about this. But it's kind of it's going to be one of those things, later on. I survived. Well, I hope I do. Be able to say later on, I survived the coronavirus thing. Like I say, I hope I do. Because it is not a joke. It really isn't. I have a person that I know who's on the doors of death with the respirators, and we don't know. The person is a year older than I am, but always had big health problems. And that's actually, I'm not saying that it's always the case, but it's a bus going away. But that is often the case. The health problems, were there already. So anyway, I'm just really praying that he will get through it. I have heard that another person that I know is down with the symptoms, but that's all I know for the moment. But neither, at least to my knowledge, neither of these people have been around people that I'm around since they were declared sick. But you just never know. That's the whole thing. That's what's with this. So yeah, I'm ending up making a viral vlog. Yeah, I would much prefer doing my my dog vlogs, but that's long ago. And so now I end up making these Sunday morning no dog vlogs, as I used to call them. But very often Sunday morning is a time that, just to do a quick vlog and make an update. Like I say, it's not much really else to say. I'm glad that my family are safe, albeit, the first son of DC, he's not working in the hospital, but he is working in a it's a kind of a residence where there's handicapped, physically and mentally handicapped people. They don't have any visitors are allowed. Now, visitors are not allowed right now, but what is the case is, of course, is that the care people come and go. So I mean, they're the ones who are actually the carriers eventually. So it's not easy. It's complicated. And of course, if anything happens to those people, well, I mean, the health, the nurses and everything, and all the healthcare people, well, they're the ones who are first line. So yeah, I can be concerned. Concerned, but how should I say? I'm trying to be concerned but not worried. I don't know if you get the difference, but there is one. So I'm trying to stay like that. So I've been talking for 10 minutes. I should stop. So I'll be DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Stay healthy. And hopefully be back before long. Bye-bye.